Greetings kids, I'm back. Right. I've been away for a week and a half, a couple of weeks, over in America, having a holiday with my missus. Okay, so I'm back. I came back, as most of you know, my profile is mainly political. When I came in, I had all these, papers that come through the door. We have no bills because I always pay by cash, so that's given. I don't add to the world's problems. I had letters come through, but they're not, asking for money asking for money, of course. That'll fuckheads work, but no bills because I don't have credit cards. Me and my wife don't, and we don't add to the world's debt. So, there was tons of newspapers on the floor. So I can't find the article now, but I think it was in the Express and Star. If you go to the Express and Star.co.uk, I think the website is, you'll see the article. A week after I posted that 13-year-old boy who's the father, and the partner is a 15-year-old schoolgirl, and he just started, high school. He's 13. Well, I came back, and the first article that caught my eye was this schoolgirl. Yes, I don't know when it's gonna fucking end. This schoolgirl, she's 15 now, but she was 14 when she conceived. Yes. I didn't read anything about the. I have to dig the article out and do an update. But the main thing is, she gave birth when she was 15, still in school, to twins. I mean, what the fucking hell's wrong with the government? The way it. Okay. Years and years and years. I'm talking about the 1950s, when the world wasn't so populated. Well, it was populated, but I'm on about not 6 million figure, 6 billion. Sorry, not million. What the fuck am I on about? 6 billion. It was okay for you to have a certain amount of kids when you're married, because you can look after them and stuff. But the government makes it so easy now, and they advertise on TV that kids, when you have sex, because it's not love to them, because they don't know love, it's just fucking to them, innit? Kids that have sex and get pregnant, don't worry, the taxpayer pay it, you can get an abortions here, and free abortions and blah 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 on the NHS, and all that kind of crap, but you know what I mean. And by law, because the world's overpopulated, by law, if the government had any brains, but I told you this in my earlier one, they will not do it because they see every child as a paycheck. If you view my earlier video, you'll see. And I reckon by law, when a kid is about 7 to 10 years old, or even before, when it's safe to have an operation, they can get the snip, i.e. get the tubes tied. I've heard it saying get your tubes tied with a woman, but I suppose you could do it with, these seminal tubes, can get them tied. But it can only be reversed once in both female and male. The tubes they can be reversed once. I reckon when the kid has left home, has got a job, and actually a good parent, then they should, go to hospital and get the vasectomy reversed. Or if a female wants to, get it reversed. I don't know what it's called in a woman, but a vasectomy is bloke. Right, that should be law, by law now. I know it sounds callous, but they don't fucking care about the kid, basically. They just want to fuck, and when they have a kid, they just bring them up, and it's the kids suffer because they get landed on their parents, if you know what I mean. The fucking school kid that has the kid, they get dumped on their parents, and this just get me pissed off. And there's this girl on here called Lacey. She's just come off the Nova ring. I don't know. If men speak like that on the internet, they get banned and being called pervert and be trashed to hell. I don't know why women can get away with it, but they get away with fucking murder. And anyway, she said because the Nova ring produces hormones and it plays with her body system, she can't take the jab, she can't take the pills because of her medical history. She how can I say? She fucks off all the advice that gives to her, Every advice, every contraception that's been offered to her, she finds some excuse to wean herself off it, or to stop taking it or something. So she pisses and moans about that. And I posted a comment which I had tons of bad comments, and the last comment I said, what the fuck do you want from me then? I giving her advice, she finds excuses for every contraceptive advice that's been given to her. And it shouldn't be called a contraceptive pill, because contraception, conceive, all means one thing. It means to create a life, a baby. It should be called the anti-conception pill. Duh. But the government's too thick. Anyway, so here's my advice for all young kids who wants to fuck. Okay, you ready, kids? Right. When you want to fuck, when you're at small age, get your mother to sew 2 bits of Velcro to the insides of your legs. And when you grow older, when you hear it rip, stop and think about what you're doing. Right. And I said this to her in a comment, and I got tons of bad comments, saying, she is thinking she wants advice about other anti-contraceptives, not contraceptives, anti-contraceptives. And I responded, well, we've given her fucking tons of advice, and she tried this anti-contraceptive, and none of them she likes. She uses excuses to get off them, and it's like, what the fuck does she want? Go to the doctors and get your fucking tubes tied. Royal Bank of Scotland made an annual loss of £24.1 billion and got toxic assets, I don't know why called assets, should be called debt, of 325 billion. They called it a taxpayer-backed scheme, and we have to bail them out again. Yes, 350 billion taxpayers-backed scheme. Just one question. We never ever back you, we never bail anyone out. You steal our money, like the government does. You steal our money to back yourselves, and you come up with this shit saying we're backing you, we're bailing you out. No, you steal money from us to back you the fuck out.